Hello and welcome back to Wookies of Mirkwood, which should be a quite short promotional video this time. So we are here just to discuss some of the upcoming events this year, mainly focusing on Nirnaeth Arnoediad, whatever way it's pronounced. It's Michael Bradford's event that he will be running again this year, that he ran last year in July. It was the 15th and 16th of July last year at Belfast Harlequins over here in Northern Ireland. It's an amazing event. The staff are class. Good food, drink, everything's to hand. The venue's massive, really spacious, bright, sort of an outside balcony sort of bit. There's 2 rooms. Temperature's good considering there was 56 players. And then we also had the community bringing down like tables and terrain and that sort of thing to really make it up for the really good experience that it was. In addition to that, we also had guys traveling over from international countries to take part. One of them actually winning the event. We managed to get some talking heads, and the main purpose of this video is just to show you some of those talking heads, just so you can see the experience that people had last year, and hopefully that will give you a bit of a push to maybe get involved this year. It did sell out quite quickly, so if you do think it's something you'd be interested in, it's definitely something to look at quite soon. Maybe we can just post a link or something in this video just to help out with that. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get a look at some of those talking heads, and then we're just going to run through some of the details of the event, perhaps the date, and just, you know, what we can expect. Michael last year did give us like an extra side mission. He tailored some of the less favourable missions, like Seize the Prize and Contest. I think Seize the Prize was just taken out entirely, but the likes of Storm the Camp and Contest of Champions were tailored to be a little bit more fair and forgiving and not quite as swingy. So let's get a look at what some of the people thought about it. Here with Jamie Wiggins and Alex Neves. So lads, if you'd just like to both say where you came from today and what army you're playing.
Okay, so I've actually flown over from England, Chippenham and Wiltshire, Guardians of Wiltshire.
You?
And I am the one Assault and Lothlorien player at this event.
Alex?
Going to be booed. I'm from Carlow and I'm playing Hager's Guard.
Brilliant. And Jamie would like to just pick up some of his highlights for the weekend and any specific games he's had. Jamie, if you'd just like to talk us through that.
So the last game I played, me and Alex actually played each other, and Alex was broken by the first turn of combat with his knee dead as well, which was a very gross slug across the board whilst getting shot to death.
Yeah, to the death was a great scenario against AOL.
To the death, AOL. Licking my lips a little bit at that one. Tiny bit gross.
I forgive him.
And you're suddenly inspired to play an Assault and Lothlorien list, I believe, now, Alex.
Assault and Lothlorien or Dragon's Emperor, you know.
It's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
And any highlights for yourself, Alex, today?
Probably not letting Jamie Spider kill my leader. Refusing to take the fate after 2 wounds from
Both in the same games. Yeah. That's a brilliant one. Great.
I had a moment in the game before as well against David Coleman's evil Irish stew list, where
can I have everyone's attention, please? Guys outside, guys down the end.
Shadow Lord charged into Druzag, rolled a 5 high, and Druzag rolled a 6, and just no. Bonker fell beast on the nose.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate that, Alex, as well. Take care. So we're here with Hamish, and we are just going to go through some of his highlights for the weekend. Hamish, if you wouldn't mind just letting us know, where did you travel from and what army have you brought?
I came from Scotland, and I brought the very themey and nice and fluffy, not miserable to play Vanquishers. So travelled from Scotland, just a cheap flight across, and
good time so far.
So love it here. It's a nice city.
What's your favourite moment of the weekend? You fought Ent twice now, so it's up there.
I've forgotten to do something again. I keep every game, apart from the first game, I've not rolled 4 sight points on Hill Run. So
right enough, man. You've screwed yourself massively. Yeah, fucking hell.
So my favourite point then would probably be not using 4 sight points because they're overrated. But no, I think it was probably that fun game we had.
Yeah.
When I just used Galadriel's kind of like fuck
yeah,
off
just
throw and
she just
like,
lies down.
No!
Yeah, and you're dead. Yeah.
And she killed Treebeard with it.
She did kill Treebeard with it.
Proceeded to get absolutely pumped.
Fucking yeah.
So,
the other ends did the work after. It was a good game, man. Thanks very much for your words.
Pleasure to meet you.
And hopefully you come back down next time. Yes,
Sure,
mate, it was. I'm just here with Yakob. We're just going to have a quick talk with him to see what he's thought of the event so far. Yakob, if you could just tell us where you've travelled from and what army you've brought.
So I'm originally from Poland, but I live in England, so I traveled from Coventry, England, and I'm bringing a very thematic murder list with 3 Ringgraves and a Spider Queen allied in.
Beautiful.
Currently I've won 4 games out of 5. I think I'm the second for the last game, so it's going quite well.
Doing pretty well, Yakob. Doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well, exactly. And the tournament, I really enjoy it. Very well organised, good boards, everything's fine.
You think you'll come back for another one then, for sure?
Hopefully.
Definitely. Any particular games that you've enjoyed the most?
I think the highlight for me was the game against Farharad, world champion. Will is a lovely chap, and my Spider Queen had her day of field day. She ate 3 of the heroes, including 2 Mahout Kings, so that was great.
That sounds pretty good, yeah. Well, thanks very much, Yakob. We really appreciate that, and it's good to see you, man. Thank you. We're here with another one of the players at the recent tournament here, and we're just going to get your thoughts. So, just what your name is, buddy, where you've come from, and the army you're playing.
I'm Larry. I'm from the Netherlands, near the Rotterdam White Scar group, so representing. I play a gross Lake Town Alliance, so just before it might be nerfed.
Love it.
First game of the tournament was Contest Champions against Sauron, so that sucked, but getting my way back up, so on 4 wins right now, so
good.
Stoked.
Good to hear.
Hoping for podium.
Any specific games you've enjoyed the most?
I think Luke Helder, second game, awesome game with Rivendell Knights.
Really nice guy. Lovely
Tough
list he's got.
matchup,
Yeah.
awesome game.
Yeah, just high carve lists are always good fun, I think. It's always funny.
I was lucky with the scenario.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, thanks very much, man. Really appreciate your words there, and hope you enjoy the rest of it. And you're going to come back for another one?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably.
Nice. Good, man. Cheers. Thanks very much. With Dave, we're just going to get a few words to see how he's found the event. So, Dave, just your full name, where you're from, and the army you've brought today.
My name's David Farmer. I brought Mordor and Haraz, or mostly Mordor and a couple of guys.
Beautiful.
It's going alright. Highlight probably is I've won against the Emperor Legion twice in a row at objective scenarios. Very shaky, but we did it. Pulled it off. And then my reward was I got to the death against the Vanquishers.
How did you do in that?
It's great. I will say I was still outnumbering him at the end of the game, so I'll call that a moral victory.
That's not too bad.
Siladan survived, so it wasn't a 10-0.
Not too bad. Thanks very much, Dave. Really appreciate that. Cheers, man. I'm here with Louis Van Heck here, and we're just going to get a wee thoughts on his tournament so far. So, Louis, if you'd just like to tell us where you've come from and what list you've brought.
So I've come from Belgium, and I brought what we would call a yellow soup.
What does the yellow soup contain?
It's got Arnold, Khazad-Gans as the main components, then a bit of elves and Guayher, basically.
Brilliant. And any highlights, any favourite games of the weekend so far?
Most of them were really nice. I mean, all of them, actually.
It seems to be the running theme. Everybody's had really lovely games.
Yeah, I can't say I could complain about my opponents. On the contrary, I'm going to have a tough time choosing a favourite opponent.
Being able to pick one. Yeah, I think it's a lot of people are thinking the same. The prizes are so good for it as well. So
yeah, for me it's going to come down to the end. Which game was most memorable?
Yeah.
Whether I won or lost.
Yeah.
The win was nice.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Louis. We appreciate that. Enjoy your burger.
Thanks.
I'm just here with Rainey here. If you just want to give us your name, where you're from, Rainey, and what army you're playing.
So hi, I'm Raine from Finland. First time playing abroad. Really like it.
Brilliant.
Since I flew in, I had to bring something light. I took the bears, so 22 models. Awesome.
Grimbjorn and his boy, yeah, isn't it Grimbjorn and Bjorn? Yeah, damn right. And have you had any highlights, any particular games you've enjoyed the most, any moments that you've enjoyed the most?
Worry less about voting than I do.
I've enjoyed all my opponents. They've been really nice.
You could probably get everybody.
Maybe highlight was tabling the previous opponent, and then in one game I killed Sauron, which has never happened before. So
I did hear earlier someone managed to kill Sauron with Shelob earlier, or paralyzed. No, it wasn't.
No,
they paralyzed. Was that you? Was at the bear? Yeah.
Sheila paralyzed my Bjorn, and then Sauron killed Bjorn, but then Grimbjorn came and avenged for his father.
Absolutely, bro. And do you think you'll come back since you've had a good experience?
Yeah, I've definitely come
Brilliant.
back. I'm already planning for it. So.
Brilliant. Well, there's another one in November.
The venue is the best, easily best where I've ever
I think it is the nicest venue that we've been in, especially having this nice cold room that we're in here as well. Thanks very much. We really, really appreciate that, and we're really glad to see you again at the next one. Cheers, buddy. So we're here with Kevin at Michael's GBHL weekend. We're just going to get a few thoughts on how he's done. I think he might have done pretty well.
Yeah.
Kevin, if you'd just like to introduce yourself, let us know where you came from and what army you're playing.
Yeah, of course. I'm Kevin van Ravenswij, or Kevin van Ravenswij if you want to pronounce it in the English way. I'm from the Netherlands. I've been playing, well, again since COVID. And I brought the Emperor Legendary Legion. I've done remarkably well on the tournament. Like, I saw the people that were attending, the list that they were bringing, and I was like, okay, this is a Shark Tank. I might do decently well, but I'm not going to end up on the top. But I've been pretty lucky with the matchups and the scenarios. I only had one loss, and it wasn't a horrible one, and I had some 5 really big wins. So I might have won the tournament, but we're not sure yet.
We're about to find out. We'll see.
I might have ended up 2nd or 3rd. We'll see.
Any favourite moments from the weekend so far? Any particular game moment stands out?
What stands out to me in general is just how nice the games have been. Like, normally when you're like at the top tables from the start, you always have a few games against other people that are really competitive and really secure with their measurements and stuff like that. Almost had none of that over here, so we're really. Yeah, it was just really nice social games and not really, measuring to the millimeter. Like, oh no, I knew you were trying to do that and stuff like that. So that was really nice. The last game, definitely blast. Against a list of 65 orcs, just smash them. We just had a game where we'll just have some beers and we'll just smash each other. And we're trying to play well, but it's a lot of models. We'll just do a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It is. It seems to be the overwhelming thing I've heard today is that everyone's just enjoyed all of their games over all weekend. So that's great.
Absolutely.
You have a YouTube channel as well, don't you?
Yes,
Kevin?
I do.
If you want to give it a wee shout out there.
It's Lowlands Wargaming. We don't make a lot of videos, but we try to make them where it counts. So we try and make high quality videos. And I did shoot some B-roll, so we'll try and do a video on this event and do a bit of a review from my perspective.
We'll give it a little in the comment section or something as well. Get a few people on. Well, thanks very much, Kevin. Absolute pleasure. And hopefully you win. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Okay, so after hearing some of the thoughts in last year's tournament, let's just have a little look at what we can expect for this year's tournament. So at the minute, I think there's already quite a lot of people marked as going, so I imagine once again it's going to be a sellout. This time it's on the 20th and 21st of July, again at Belfast Harlequins, and it's going to be a GBHL 100. Once again, it's the Northern Ireland SBG International Open. So Michael has written up an event pack for that. We're going to take a little bit of a look at that just to give a little bit of a rundown of what we can expect, as I said. So we all know Michael does like to write an event pack. They're always really nice, clean, very well written event packs. So all the information is very defined, and I've had a little brief run over it, and it does look like it's going to be pretty much as good as it was last year, if not better. So as I said, it's a GBHL 100 and IHL 100 event, and it isn't open for Articon. We will need one army of 800 points. There's 6 games. The scenarios we will go through in just a moment, and the tournament scoring will also be in the event pack. We probably won't go through too much of the tournament scoring. If you want to see that, then by all means go and have a look at the event pack yourself. It is available now on the Facebook page, but we are going to go through some of the other things. So as I said, the dates are the 20th of July and the 21st of July. It's Belfast Harlequins. It's a venue in Belfast. And as I mentioned before, it's an absolutely great venue with really good staff. The tickets are £40, and they'll be available from the 6th of February. There will be 6 2-hour 15-minute games, and list submission will be Friday, the 5th of July. The tournament organiser, as previously mentioned, is our very own Michael Bradford. So all your typical things can be expected for this one, in the likes of no Tom Bombadil, no Goldberry, no Smog, that sort of thing. And as I said, it's an Articon 2024 Open. It's worth 100 Great British Hobbit League points and 100 Irish Hobbit League points. And obviously all the crack that will come with the event as well. So on to the scenarios that we will be using for the event. So what is in the pool will be Domination, Breakthrough, To the Death, Lords of Battle, Recon, Destroy the Supplies, Fog of War, Assassination, Clash by Moonlight, Command the Battlefield, Hold Ground, and Retrieval. This tournament will also feature one fixed scenario round number to be decided that Michael has created. I've had a bit of a brief look at this before. It looks great. It's really good fun. As far as I know, it's been play tested quite well. And it'll be something different for the event. We don't have, as you've noticed, any contest of champions, any seize the prize. The more swingy ones are out of there. Same with Erlem. I think he did change Erlem last year, but this time it seems to just be completely away. So we can get a quick look at the scenario here. It is called Shoot the Messenger. There's quite a bit of information on it. It does look really fun. It's all really around choosing the messengers. in your army and getting those to sort of get to certain points in the board in order to get points scored. It's really creative and really quite impressive, so definitely go and have a look at that and read through it. I'm not going to go through the full mission. It has been play tested a few times, and as far as I can see, it works quite well. But if you want to have a bit more detail on that, by all means go and check out the event pack. I can't go through everything, otherwise there's no reason for you to check out the event pack. So again, the victory points is the next thing on our way down this list, and it's something that I'll leave for yourselves to look into. The one thing I will touch on is that the Silmarils are back. These were the very well taken side objectives from his last event. There was a couple of prizes up for grabs. It's all about trying to basically take these objectives from the board. Whoever has the most come the end of the weekend basically get some really nice prizes for those. So yeah, it's a very welcome side mission that Michael has added back in again. Other than that, we obviously have all the normal things like the travel and accommodation. Michael's always really good at adding in things as event packs to allow you to know the best possible places to go for food or where to stay, how to travel, all that sort of thing is very well covered off. And then obviously we have some drink menus and things on it as well. It comes in pints: Elf Espresso Martini, Entwash, which is a pint of Guinness, Dwarven Tigard, which is a stein of lager, Shara Grog, a Jägerbomb, and Dunedain Draught, Blackbush and Ginger. I like that. And then we have our typical schedule. Arrive by 9 a.m. on both days. First game's kicking off by sort of quarter to 10 or 9:30 sort of time. The tournament prizes will be first place, second place, third place, wooden spoon, fourth place, the David Clubley Award, as it is very nicely called, most leaders killed, most Silmarils collected, best painted army, first, second and third, best themed army, or the Robert Conroy Mycock Award, also very aptly named, and best display board, first, second and third. There's a lot of first, second and third for these, which is really good because it means the prizes are going to be spread out really well. Yes, there's a lot of people going to the event, but a surprised amount of people are probably going to walk away with something. Favourite Army Award, the Chris Bird Memorial Trophy for acceptable achievement in the field of mediocrity. Absolutely fantastic. The Highlander Award, there can only be one, again, brilliant, and spot prizes throughout the tournament as well. So yeah, all really good stuff there. And obviously the little most sporting Connor Faulkner Award that he's named after myself very kindly. So yeah, I missed out on that last year. Would have looked a little bit suspect if I had won it. And then there's a little picture just here on the screen as well of the events prizes last year. So as you can see, there is a smog there. Nikki, our very own Nikki, won that. Then we have our Silmarils, a lot of dice, the shields, the leader kill plaque, all that sort of stuff. And then we're going to have some beautifully designed trophies as well. The one on the screen now is one that I actually had for my event, but it's very much in the mold of what you can expect to see at Michael's as well. These are done by our friend Nicky, our very own artisan, and he does an incredibly good job on them. And yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of it. So it looks to be, once again, a fantastic weekend. By all means, please reach out to Michael if it's something you think you'll be interested in. Check out the Facebook page. I'll try and put as many links in as many places as I can so you can do so. Competition for places will be quite high, so do make sure that you get a look in as soon as you can. So another thing I just wanted to touch on before we go is the Nations Cup. So the TNC is an event in June of this year, the month before Michael's. So a tight squeeze. It's in Belgium. It's being made by players, very much for players. There's going to be 6-man strong teams from each country that is involved. Some countries, I'm not sure if they have multiple teams or not. I don't think that's the case, but I guess we'll see. I'm the captain of Team Northern Ireland, and we are hoping to bring over the banter bus to have a bit of crack. There does seem to be a bit of focus on just having a bit of a laugh, as much as it is obviously a big focus on being a competitive tournament as well. Don't get me wrong, we'll try and do well, but we're going to have a lot of fun while doing so and drink as much as we possibly can and still be able to roll dice. It looks to be a really fun event. As I said, it's in Belgium. If you haven't already, reach out to your country rep, get involved, have a look into it. It's something that I think if we can all get behind, that hopefully we can continue to do for years to come. The guys running the event are absolutely brilliant and have really poured their heart and soul into this. So by all means, as I said, just reach out to your country rep if that interests you. And if I can, I'll pop in some sort of link maybe to that as well. But it's all on Facebook. If you're part of the GBHL, Facebook page, you're probably seen something about this quite recently. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this one. So if you want any information on this, feel free to drop in the comments, ask any questions. If it's something I can find out for you, I certainly will, and I'll get back to you. But as I said, the best place is going to be the Facebook pages for both of these relative events, or reach out to the tournament organisers themselves. Until then, please everybody take care, enjoy your hobbying, and yeah, all the best.